Hi, I'm Tim Ellis. Thanks for joining us for Laneway Live. Tonight's special guest has very kindly offered to step in after a very last-minute cancellation from one of our other guests. He's simply known as the Guru. He's Australia's premier psychic surgeon. Please welcome Mr. Barry Rumpy.
Sorry, I think I had the mute on. Can you hear me now? Is that all right?
Oh, where are you located right now, Barry?
Well, I'm in my home office. This is where I do all of my psychic surgery research. I prepare all my equipment. I still do have a regular 9-to-5 job, so I'm not in here all the time. I actually work in the bank still, and we still have people coming in every day. They keep their distance, of course. More than 1.5 meter from me, actually. They keep quite a fair distance away, but they're always coming in and they're always asking me. They're asking me what they should do, and I tell them what they can do with their money. I do. As they want to withdraw, they want to make a deposit, they want to withdraw, but they're always making the same mistake. They're always withdrawing too fast and they make a mess. They withdraw too quickly, and I say, you withdraw that quickly, you will not have any interest at all. There'll be no interest, and there isn't. There's none. There's just a mess, and who do they ask to clean that up? Mr. Rumpy, Barry Rumpy, every time. It's very frustrating.
Now, you're known within the magic community for your psychic surgery.
Oh, yes. I am the Vice Treasurer and Deputy Secretary of the Australian Society of Psychic Surgeons of Australia. And we have been addressing this coronavirus issue, or the Roni, as we call it, at our last meeting. Now, we didn't meet in person. That would have been breaking all the guidelines the government has set out. We met on our MySpace page with the messaging feature. And there's a lot of misinformation about this coronavirus, quite a lot. They say that it started by eating bats. Eating bats. Now, really, if you are my age, you remember that young man, Alice Cooper. He used to eat bats all the time. And his friend, Oswald Osborne, he also ate bats on stage as well. And nothing happened to them. I think if the bat-eating business was the cause of this, we would have seen the coronavirus a long time ago. A lot of people have been watching the David Dick, Mr. Dick, him. He's got this video that they've banned on Facebook and YouTube because it's so sensational. But he has made claims that the whole coronavirus thing is a conspiracy, and it's been instituted by the lizard people who are ruling over us. The lizard people. You believe that? The lizard people. Now, I thought that was ridiculous until I tuned in to the White House press briefing, and I saw a man called Steve Munchkin. He's the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury in America, and honestly, if he's not a lizard person, then I don't know who is. That really was a bit of food for thought there. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, this whole COVID-19 thing. I don't understand why none of the previous 18 vaccines are not working on this number 19. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. But anyway, we have learned through our connections, because, of course, being involved with the Psychic Surgeons Association, we get some information that's not available to the Gen Pub. We learned through our connections that if you get the coronavirus into your system, you only have a few minutes before it will go down into your body and affect your internal organisms. So you have to really get it out of there very, very quickly. So if I can give you a demonstration, would that be all right? I'll give you a demonstration. All right, let me see. Let's use this little candy, and we're going to pretend that this little candy is the coronavirus. It actually looks very similar. If you look under a microscope, this is very much what the coronavirus looks like. So I'm going to pretend that I'm just walking down the street. Suddenly somebody coughs on me, or maybe I touch somebody's railing that they leant against a few hours ago, and suddenly the coronavirus leaps into me. Oh, sorry. I'll do that again. Suddenly the coronavirus leaps into me. No, it's going to take a little longer than I thought. Sorry. There it goes. Well, no, I think I've just pointed out, though, how hard it is to catch the coronavirus in the first place. Anyway, so you get the coronavirus into you, and then you now only have a few minutes to get rid of it. So let me see what we've got here. Here we go. Get a bit of this will do the job. A bit of this I think will be fine. Yeah, this should be fine. Normally in psychic surgery we would use piano wire for this purpose, or maybe something a little bit stronger. But Kevlar is good. Kevlar is always good. But unfortunately this time I've only got some curtaining cord. Wasn't able to find anything in my kit. But this should be fine. This should give you the demonstration that we're looking for anyway, hopefully. All right, so once you've got the wire and the coronavirus is going down into your system, what you do is you try and get into it. So you just have to saw through. It does hurt a little bit because, I mean, psychic surgery is not painless surgery. That's a completely different thing. It does hurt a little bit, but sometimes because it's hurting, you know it's working. I think we've got it. Can you see that there? Does that look like? Yeah, I think that's, you can see that. You can see that quite clearly. Yeah. So you can see once you get it through, you just have to try and locate the coronavirus. I don't think I found it yet. I got, oh, there we go. There we go. Once you get it, then you can just pull it straight through with one. There we go. And that is the easiest way to get rid of the coronavirus. So I hope that is a bit of education to all you folk out there. So just trust your local psychic surgeon and don't listen to the government. They have no idea what they're talking about. Oh, sorry.
Backstage, you mentioned to me that you do have a few other artistic endeavours.
Oh, yes. I am actually a member of the Camberwell Cavaliers. Yes, we are a singing group, and we released an album some time ago. It was very good. We have a particular style of singing. It's called alcapolca, which means singing without the aid of any musical ability. And we released an album of, we like the old gospel songs. So we sang songs like He Touched Me, Come Out and Sing, The Rainbow Connection, all these wonderful old gospel classics. Then we released them on an album.
Would you be able to give us a number?
Oh, well. Yes, I wouldn't mind if I do. I would like to sing for you a classic of the genre. It is the Rainbow Collection, written and performed by Kermit the Muppet. And I'll just let me just see if I can do this and get a bit of a nice backing for it. We've got a backing here. Oh, that'd be good. There we go. That's nice. Very nice backing there. Very good. All right. So. Without any musical accompaniment. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only delusions. They have got nothing to hide. Somebody once said they don't know what they are. Rainbows was what they had meant. Other people had said something different, and this is what was sent. All from above with love. Rainbows are nothing but love. Sorry, I think I forgot some of those words, but I don't think they would notice. That was quite good actually. I think having not sung for a while, I think I did quite a good job for that.
That was very...
Actually, it was your song, the 6-card rap song, that inspired me. You know, I used to go to your shop, Bernard's Magic Shop. It was in Elizabeth Street, opposite the post office, and I used to go there when I was a young banker. And I would come in during my lunch break. I'd have my cheese jaffle in my hand, and in the other hand I'd have an egg flip Big M, and I'd come in and I'd say to you, "Hey, could you demonstrate that trick for me, please?" And you'd do it. You'd show me the trick. I'd demonstrate that one, and I'd work my way through all of the cabinets and get you to demonstrate all of those different tricks. And it was a wonderful way to pass the time. I never bought anything, but I was very, very impressed by your skill and your ability to be able to do all those different tricks. Very impressive. I liked you had the whoopee cushions and the fake vomit, and you had all the drinking birds. You know, go down, drink at the birds. Oh, they're very funny. I like those. Uh, oh, but you know what? It was the puppets that really caught my attention, and that's when I got into gospel ventriloquism.
Gospel ventriloquism?
Yes, yes, gospel ventriloquism. It's a very special form of entertainment where I would take the gospel and act out scenes with my ventriloquist puppets. So we would act out the tale of the Good Samaritan, the healing of the blind man, the crucifixion. Actually, I think I've got the puppets over here if you want me to.
No, that's not at all necessary. Let's get back to your psychic surgery.
Well, I first got into the psychic surgery when I was very young. I was about 4 years old. My mother was a homeopathic surgeon. Now, the way that works, if you haven't heard of it, is say, for example, you've broken your arm. Well, what she'll do when you go to the homeopathic surgeon, she'll break your finger so the pain moves to a more controllable place. So it's all about pain management. That's the way that homeopathic surgery goes. But I could give you a demonstration. I'll give you a demonstration. If you're going to go to the homeopathic surgeon, maybe you've got a splinter in your finger. All right, you've got a splinter in your finger. You're going to go to the homeopathic surgeon. Oh, I'm in great pain. I have a splinter in my finger. So what they do is they will give you something to think about. So they will usually take the knife, and instead of simply taking the splinter out, which would be very simple to do, they wouldn't do that. That's too easy. Any doctor would do that. They will take the knife and they'll slowly sort of start to cut along the edge of your finger instead. And they'll cut and they'll slice and they'll cut, and you'll start to feel the pain, and you'll start to forget about the splinter. And they'll cut and cut and cut until it gets nice and deep. And then once it starts to get nice and deep, then you'll really forget about the splinter completely. And that's the good thing. That's the beautiful thing about homeopathic surgery. Once you can really manage the pain, it really works very, very nicely. So as you can see, I'm not affected by this at all because I'm used to it. I'm a professional. But once you get into it, what you end up with is a very small cut on your finger, and you don't even think about the splinter. And instead, what you can do is you can just wipe that clean. And there we go. Everything's just as good as new. And that's why I got into psychic surgery, because I found the homeopathic surgery just a little bit too fiddly, and it really didn't deal with all of the day-to-day issues that people tend to encounter in life.
You used to have a ritual that you would perform before each operation. Do you still do that?
What? Oh, you mean the hippity hop dancing? Oh, yes, I remember that. That was about 10 years ago. I used to do that when I still had my moustache. Yes, yes, the hippity hop dancing. I've gotten too old for that now. I'm too old for that now. That's definitely a young man's game, that is. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But no, 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 no. Now I use a much more sedate exercise in order to align my chakras. I will make various poses before we start. I will do the petal pose. I'll do the pointing dog pose. I'll do the alignment of the energies, pose, all these different poses that I will do that I have learned from the special classes that I've taken. It's a combination of ballet and yoga. It's called Yoga Bar, and it's very good, very good. Yes, I use that now.
Are you still practicing psychic surgery during the lockdown?
Oh, yes, yes. We're considered an essential service provider. The Australian Society of Psychic Surgeons of Australia, all of the members, we gather in the surgery, which is just out the back through there. We gather in the surgery on weekends because we all have 9 to 5 jobs in the banking sector, except for Harold. Harold, yes, he entertains for children's birthday parties. Well, he used to. He can't now because there are not any birthday parties to be had. But he would entertain at the birthday parties as a Disney princess. Yes, he's good though. He doesn't try to do any rogue psychic surgery on his own during the week. He waits till the weekend with the rest of us, and we gather in the surgery back there, and we practice all of the social distancing. We stand 1.5 meters away from the patients. We have the surgical towels that we use. We wash them after every day. At the conclusion of every day, we will wash them. I usually give them to Gary, and he takes them home and has his wife wash them and bring them back the next day. And then we also make sure that we have a large selection of masks available for the surgeons to protect their identities. Very important.
How do you stay so far away and still operate?
Oh, we use these extendable hands that we've developed. I built these here in my workshop so that I can stand the correct distance away from the patient, and then there we go. I can just do my work, and then back it comes again. It's very handy. It's very good. There we go. Get you. What's that? You got something in your liver? I got it out. There we go. It's very good. It's very good. I made this myself.
What are your plans for after the virus?
Well, I've been looking into a thing called Majudo. Have you heard of that? Majudo? It was developed about 10 or 15 years ago by an American magician. I know you're thinking American, but no, he's good. He's good. American magician by the name of Stallion. Now, Stallion invented this Majudo, and it's a combination of magic, all the manipulation, all the sleight of hand, and lethal force. And I think that combination of magic and lethal force is something that Australians have been looking for. And I'm contacting various organisations at the moment, the Scouting Association, the YMCA, the Boys Brigade, some of the aged care homes as well, because I'm hoping to set up franchises of Majudo in all of these organisations. I've got a little clip I can show you of Majudo in action. Hey, take a look at this.
Majudo.
Well-versed in high-impact magic and state-of-the-art self-defense, Stallion knows how to mystify people before he chokes them. The dreaded fist of death. The Wand Chuck. Magic implements plus know-how can get you out of a sticky situation. Hocus pocus, and your opponent magically appears in the hospital, bruised and bloodied. Bitten by the magic bug and infected with martial arts, Stallion continues to blaze away into the vortex. Sign up now for your Inner Fire Majudo encounter and see why Stallion is taking the martial arts world by storm. Fog Storm. And whether you're looking for Majudo for him or Majudo for her, Stallion has the Inner Fire Majudo encounter just for you. Also available in Majudo for seniors. And coming soon, Majudo Junior. Majudo Fever. Catch it.
So once the virus is all done and dusted, then hopefully we can start setting up these Majudo practices all over the place, because I think that's just what people want to have.
Any final words?
Well, I think after this little health scare that we're going through, people are much more aware of their immune systems and how they need to build them up and how they need to protect themselves against these viruses and little bugs that get into your system. So a lot of people are going to get back into the vitamins. They're going to get into vitamins A, B, C, D, but they always forget. They always forget about vitamin L. And you know what that is? Vitamin L, have you heard of it? It's love. Vitamin L, which is love. And of course, vitamin K as well, which is kindness.
I think vitamin K is phylloquinone.
No, it's definitely kindness. Definitely kindness.
Well, you've been very kind to join us.
Are you going to play your song?
And I wish
I
you
want to
well
see the
for
disco
your future
mix.
endeavours. And from me, it's goodbye.
Take one from the front and put it to the back. Give it a flick that does the trick.
Well, that might have been all right for the 1990s, but this is the 21st century. It's time for a remix.
This is how it goes. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. Huh.
makes six.
Everyone was rapping. Everyone was.
One make six.
And you know what? The strangest thing is, it works.
And then, as the people gathered around, Herod commanded unto them, I want you to go and kill the firstborn children. Now!